In my last video, we did a tour of Milan dedicated to the artwork of Arnaldo Pomodoro around the city center. And I highly recommend that you take a look at that video too. Today, we're gonna take a peek at the very places where this amazing artwork gets created: the artist's studio and the Foundry. At the very end, I'm gonna wrap up the video with a slideshow of some artwork that hasn't been shown in either the part 1 nor part 2 of this 2-video series.
This is Arnaldo Pomodoro's studio, and this is the workshop where he actually makes his sculptures. Le sculture prendono vita. They come to life. This is it's a very large sculpture. Arnaldo is known for his large dimensional work. And this is in fiberglass, and it's the first step before it actually becomes, it is made in bronze, okay? And that part of the work is done in the Foundry. This sculpture, La Sfera, okay, which can be found in so many different places around the world. You know, it recalls the Earth. Sphere, since they're all different, is similar to the one that is at the Farnesina in Roma, okay? Whereas this one, this is a sphere within a sphere, okay? This one can be found inside of the Cortile della Pigna in Roma, at Trinity College in Dublin, in front of the Berkeley Library, at the UN Plaza in New York City, and I could go on because the spheres are his icon. So the reason why this one, this sphere is white, is because it's made in fiberglass, which is the process that needs to be done before it goes to the Foundry and cast in bronze, okay? So this is the mold.
All right, so it's the first step.
The first step is actually this. This was made by one of the children that come here and do the workshops. But Arnaldo Pomodoro starts with clay, and he imprints the negative. And then you have the positive. See, it would be like this. You know, if you do this, see? This is the negative. You pour the fiberglass and you have the positive. We'll proceed and go to the exhibiting space. We haven't opened to the public yet, but this is the first time Arnaldo Pomodoro decided to open up his studio and exhibit part of his work. We will open next week, and the exhibition will be on until the end of this year. And we have students coming here to do research. This work is small, but there's a very large one in Japan, Tokyo, and it actually rotates. So this moves very, very slowly, okay? Which is beautiful. And this is Arnaldo Pomodoro's studio, and this is where he sits and works. He's still now today, although he will be 96 in June, doesn't matter. He comes to work, not every day. And these are all his personal things, you know, from friends. This is Arnaldo, very young Arnaldo with his brother Joe. And that's Arnaldo inside of a huge sphere, or what will become a sphere. So the exhibition continues here, where a lot of our archival material has been exhibited. And inside of the doors, we also have drawings, original drawings by Arnaldo Pomodoro. And this is part of the sketches that were made for the colonne, that huge facade, which I will show you now. And this is from 1964. And this is the archive. So come and enjoy. Come and study.
This is nice. Where are we?
Okay, so we are exactly here because this is the Darsena and these are the two canals. We're going to go outside and we're going to see something that's very special, which is this. Part of the canal, because Arnaldo's studio is in the canal area of Milano, in Avigli. And this is a portion of the canal which today is empty because sometimes they empty it in order to clean it. So we're going out through the back door. And we're in the canal area. And this is the other portion of the Vicolo dei Lavandai, which is right here. So it goes from here, it goes underneath and inside.
So guys, back then, in the day, they would bring their laundry here and just wash it here, and the water would drain down the slanted stone.
A very famous restaurant where you eat the typical Milanese food, you know, risotto alla Milanese con osso buco. Yeah, I know. He was supported by artists, like, as I said, Lucio Fontana opened up his studio to Arnaldo Pomodoro when he was a young man. And Arnaldo Pomodoro is doing the same with artists today. So we have set up this gallery space for artists under 40. 2 exhibitions a year.
A short drive from the studio is the Foundry. Tucked in an industrial area of Milan, the Foundry is a manly man's heaven. There are tools and pieces of metal sitting everywhere.
Ciao Francesco, come stai? Grazie.
Benvenuta.
Grazie mille.
Ha appena dato la prima mano di silicone a pennello che prende bene l'impronta della scultura e adesso lo sta facendo lo strato in silicone in pasta che gli dà un po' di robustezza. Questa qua è la sua camicia in gesso che serve per tenere il silicone fermo nella sua posizione.
All'interno c'è un cavolfiore dove faremo l'esatta copia in cera e poi successivamente verranno realizzati in bronzo.
Saranno dentro una settimana e inizierà la cottura a 200 gradi, poi giorno dopo giorno si aumenterà di 100 gradi. Sono realizzate con un mix di terra rossa che è il mattone sbriciolato, quello che si usa per i campi da tennis, e gesso.
A beautiful noise. These men have all my envy. This is a grown man's Disneyland.
Questi sono i vari pezzi della sfera di pomodoro da 140 cm. Sono 4 dei 9 pezzi che servono per comporla. Verranno assemblati tutti insieme e alla fine andrà a pesare intorno ai 1000 kg.